Hello, hello, you beautiful souls. Welcome back to your 13-day guide to me helping you get your shit together. Today is the last day of this series. We've made it. We are getting our shit together. We are moving our bodies. We're fueling it well. We're meditating. We're journaling. We're creating. We're beautifying our spaces. We are doing all the things. We're reading. We're growing. We're learning. The final tip for day number 13 in memory of my daughter, who I created this series in memory of. And I know that if she was still alive, she would love my sass and how much I curse. She'd probably be like, oh my God, Mom, you need to stop using bad words. But I can just hear her already. So anyway, I feel like this last tip needs to be all about embracing who we are. Loving ourselves. When we are going through tough times, we need to find compassion for what we're going through. We need to be where we're at and say, it's okay to be here. It's okay to be sad. It's okay to be depressed. There's a season for it. I read that in a book with Dr. Wayne Dyer, The Power of Intention, and there's a spiritual solution to every problem. Those are two of my favorite books that he wrote. And he always talks about how there's a season for our sadness and our depression and our anxiety. And our mind will tell us it's always going to be this way. And that's what we need to overcome through meditation and awareness. We need to see that our thoughts are creating our reality. And the more we think these thoughts, saying that it's always going to be here, it's always going to be here, then we're going to keep creating that. So we have to figure out a way to move through that and say, no, I love myself where I'm at. I've come this far. Yes, I've been through something really tough and I'm going through something tough, but I'm going to love myself through it. I'm going to see how it's making me a better person. What is it teaching me? It's teaching me that, oh, I'm at home crying right now. And maybe when I do leave the house, I'm going to look at other people and be like, I wonder if they were just at home crying. Everybody has a story. And we start to fill our hearts with that love and compassion. And we start, at least this is what I started to do, we start approaching every single conversation as if somebody has just lost their child, or somebody has just lost their best friend, their pet, their parent. Maybe they've just gone through cancer treatment. Whatever it is, or they just got the diagnosis that they have cancer. We have to approach every stranger, every conversation as if other people are secretly hurting and we don't know it. That is my ultimate mission in life. Is I feel like my daughter came and left to teach me how to love, to teach me how to show other people how to love, and especially how to love our kids and to not manipulate them and make them feel bad about themselves. We need to show up for them and be that solid ground that shows them what unconditional love is. So day number 13 is all about unconditional love for self and for everybody in the entire world. That is what is missing in our world. And for us to get our shit together and to be badass and just to like take control back of our lives, but also allow the sadness and the pain to be there, we have to learn to accept it and say, this is here, I'm embracing it. I know that everything's going to be okay. There's a season for it. I'm going to use all of these 13 tools to help myself move through it. Don't expect yourself just to wake up one day and for it to be gone. I am 10 years into my grief journey. My daughter passed 10 years ago, and I am still dealing with days where I'm cooking and then I'm on the floor crying. And guess what I do in those moments? I cry and I kind of get happy because I'm like, wow, I love her so much that no time, space, nothing can separate that love. I feel so deeply for her, and I never even got to hear her talk. I don't even know what she would have looked like. She was 6 months old. She was just a baby. Like, I don't know what kind of, food she would have liked. I don't know what she would have liked to wear. But I have this deep yearning and love for her that nobody can take from my heart. So when I still have my bouts of grief, I find so much gratitude and joy in it because it showed me how deeply I could love another human being who I barely knew. It's just this internal knowing, this internal tie between our hearts that I just feel so strongly for, and I can't put it to words what I feel for my daughter. It is just this deep yearning for her, but it's beautiful and it's not sad. So I hope that you can see whatever situation you're going through, it is stretching you. It is showing you your capacity to love and your capacity to love yourself and find compassion for yourself and forgiveness. They say forgiveness is the key to enlightenment. So if you want to be a really peaceful person and be able to handle life for the rest of your life in a really graceful way, you have to learn how to forgive every situation, every person, and especially yourself. Every decision you've made up until now was perfect. Stop beating yourself up. So take this message with you today as we finish out this 13-day series, and embrace your journey. It is shaping you into the most beautiful human being, and you just can't see it yet. 6 years ago, if you would have told me I'd be doing this, I would have been like, you're bonkers. There's no way. I'm not going to be strong enough to do that. I was still deep in my grief. So you might be at that phase. It takes time. So have grace, have compassion, and love yourself through this process. And don't force yourself to do anything you don't want to do. But there is a time and place where we need to get our shit together and say, you know what? I love myself enough that I want to go on a walk in nature. I want to go cleanse my energy. I want to go move my body. I want to start putting whole high vibrational foods in my body. So make those choices for you. Thank you so much for watching this series. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications for more of my videos. I really appreciate you all, and I hope these 13 tips help you get through your tough times, because they saved my life. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next whatever series I come up with next. All right, peace out.